Hey y'all, good evening. Can we just appreciate how bloody awesome the song is? I love it. I'm gonna link it in the chat, it's amazing. Good evening. Yeah, I was listening to the twinning earlier today when I was repairing stuff. Like I magically found a playlist on YouTube of like all the different Final Fantasy OST songs, all gathered it into one playlist, and I was like, oh my god. And just for the past 2 days, I've been working through it. It's been really great. I don't think I've seen the meme version. But anyway, thanks for everyone for coming by today, and also for yesterday too. I know, like with the Monday streams that Paula and Sarah and I have been doing, I know I've been like a little bit quieter than usual. It's that, you know, I don't want to. I don't know. It's interesting in that when I play an FPS shooter, I tend to focus a lot, and I miss things in chat, and I don't talk a ton. So that's why I tend to try and avoid playing FPSs in streams. You know, above and beyond like all the typical stuff, like a lot of them have really toxic communities and things like that. I feel completely ignored. Oh, never mind. Back up. I didn't read that. Oh, Cairo already invited me to the party, so let's hit main, and I'm gonna kill the music. There we go. Soulless Cabot, hello! Hello, Soulless. Thank you so much for dropping in and hanging out. So let me start up. Welcome Ryu, Fingies, Tozu, Jaster, all you good hecks. Of course, Soulless Cabot, who just dropped in. Welcome. Why does it keep putting me in a separate instance? That's weird. I don't know why. I beat the no free trial loading boss. Wait, what? I don't know what that is. Join the party. You get to play Final Fantasy XIV today. Sweet. You know what? I've been hearing that a lot. Like, folks that had played it before just saying that they miss it, or they were thinking about playing it again or getting back into it. It's like, what's stopping you? Do it. Endwalker is out. And it's pretty good so far. A little pokey at the start, but what Final Fantasy expansion isn't pokey at the start? Can you spare 5 seconds for Discord peeking? I just sent you a quick pic of my question earlier. Okay, so to answer your question, her outfit changes a tiny bit over the course of the game, not a lot. The only major change that I remember happening is Shadowbringers. Played the game since 1.0. I still have my 14 1.0 DVD game disc. Aw. See, Tozu, if that was me, I would take that game disc, and as into Final Fantasy as I am in right now, I would probably turn it into something I could hang on the wall. Time and money for me. Yeah, that's a mood.
What are you doing?
That is definitely a mood. Perfect. Pink rep for the long haul. Woot. Don't judge old man lecture over here. I still have the in-game Garland goggles. Ooh, cool. Mr. Fox, how you doing? Welcome. Heck. I'm actually really excited to play tonight. Level 86 Cairo, you've been busy. Although, I'm not surprised. Hey, look, it's a little shappy. It's a little shappy. It's a little shap. Aw. I've done a little bit of the side content. Yeah, just a tiny bit. 5 levels worth. So right now, we have to gather information at Marial Ergonomics. And that is where the orange circle is. So let's... Kyra's going to take me to Wendy's. Daddy, come get me nuggies. Drive me to get nuggies. Ah, thank you so much for the follow, Soulless Cabot. Heck. Thank you so much. Now, is there something you would rather me call you, or do you want me to just say your whole name all the time? Ah, Gabe, welcome. Cairo, I took some damage on this ride. Excuse me? Doing good. I got into Claptrap Mind last night on Borderlands. Will not spoil that for you, but it ain't solo run for that. Mr. Fox, I actually have played all the DLC for the pre-sequel. So you're not spoiling anything there. It's all really good. Soul or Cabot is fine. How about we, yeah, Soul sounds more natural, I think. If that changes in the future, definitely let me know. Whoop, 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 whoop. Yeah, so I am enjoying Endwalker so far. Also, people have been warning me about being prepared for tears, so I'm prepared for that too, just not tonight. What confuses me though is how Corrosia in one sitting got all the way to the first duty. Ah, Paula, welcome. I'm gonna shout out Paula real quick, so Paula can see the thing that I did. Hopefully, it brings up something good. Let's see. Yeah. So Tozu has the right of it. I had to mute the mic for a little bit while I well, I'm not gonna beat around the bush. I ugly cried. I cried. Yeah. There it is. It's on the table. Let me shout out Paula real quick.
Wait, Andrew killed me? Yep. Andrew!
I remember that day. I was there.
That's why, actually. If you're
Cont-
looking for a reason,
that's
why.
I think
Congratulations, Amber.
I think that's worth a clip right there.
I was there for that.
That's got to be worth a clip.
Congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
I need that clip, Paul.
Yeah.
I
If
regret
someone
Oh, yeah, that was good. You can't ugly cry, Ahty. Your crying is beautiful. Thank you. My heart is full that you enjoy my crying. Yeah, I do miss Among Us also. We do, yeah. It's just that I think that, you know, when they started doing the airship, I think the airship is just too big of a map. And just adding 5 more players to a full party doesn't completely solve it, you know? Let's see, Jebka. Oh, hello there. We weren't expecting visitors. Not with use of the lift being restricted. How did you make it down here anyway? Oh, we jumped. The nozzle. The mineshaft, you say? Well, you're a much hardier soul than I. Under normal circumstances, I'd reward such tenacity with a guided tour of the fields, but I'm afraid the forum has us filling order lists to a mile long. Though there was a moment in the game after Shadowbringers that made me break down completely. I was devastated. Yeah, I mean, I haven't encountered a moment quite like that yet, but like, yeah, that one part, for fear of spoiling it for folks, yeah, I was not in good shape. Massive yet detailed requests. Literal wagon loads of crop samples and hardly any time to put them together. When I first heard of this grand reorganization, I assumed we would be shuffling around old stock to make room for the new. Then came the orders for ridiculous quantities of seeds we've already thoroughly researched. Passing strange, eh? I pressed for an explanation and was met with vague assurances that all would be revealed in due course. Not the most satisfying answer. There's Alpha now. And so you've spent years researching these high-yield cultivation techniques? Oh, yeah, that's boring. Let's see. Do I have aught to be taken down below? More than I can carry and then some. Most of our stock is sent off via cargo lift, but some has been earmarked for aerial transport. Hence the stack of crates atop that hill over there. Gods, hauling that lot up the slope was a job and a half. Okay, there's somebody we could potentially help. There's another one around here. Oh, here we go. Now let's cam into these grapes real quick. Rip low poly grapes. Now they're just semi-low poly grapes. The grapes! What crops are we raising? Well, as you can see, this one is a variety of grape. Thanks! Only needs a good source of sunlight to grow, and the conditions here are nothing short of perfect. Hardly surprising, given that it's native to a particular locale in the very place upon which the Labyrinthos was modeled, a region in the south of Ilsbard. It boasts remarkable habitat diversity, allowing for myriad flora and fauna to thrive. Chilly peaks in the north give way to swaths of temperate plains, which in turn transition into a hot, humid coastline. Such bountiful territory is ever contested, as you might expect. Used to be called Corvos before the Imperials renamed it Locus Amenus. The Forum saw it not as a prize, however, but as a researcher's ideal environment, one whose climate we strove to recreate within the confines of Labyrinthos. It's since provided a rich foundation for countless experiments and cultivation. Fascinating. Can we go through the drive-thru? I want a Happy Meal. Stacked boxes. The labels on these crates tell the story of their contents. Bundles of common seeds and saplings, accompanied by sheaves of reports. Oh. What is that?
Hard to look away, isn't it?
Put that sword away or I'm turning this car around. This is Wendy's. There is no Happy Meal, only snarky tweets. Burger cake foot lettuce.
But they're more than pretty flowers. Heart blooms are attuned to ambient emotion.
It looks like a hoary boulder.
You don't seem convinced, but believe me, it's true. This ashen grey, for instance, it mirrors the anxiety and urgency of those working nearby as they rush to fulfill sudden orders. Intense feelings like those spur the petals to change colour. Bright glowing hues in the presence of joy, dark subdued shades for frustration or despair. Yet even with the collected wisdom of Charlian at our disposal, we've yet to identify the underlying principle of this empathic effect. And there are other mysteries besides. Although the flower is extraordinarily long-lived, its low reproductive rate has made it difficult to find younger populations growing in the wild. With too few sightings to map its distribution, and no closely related species to track, we've been unable to pinpoint its land of origin. To further complicate matters, every culture, even dimly aware of its existence, has given it a different name and mythos. Our attempts to study it via the historical record have been an exercise in frustration. As an avid botanist myself, I should one day like to unravel the Heartbloom's secrets. But I'm afraid other duties must take precedence. I will leave you to your thoughts.
Hiya, Pedro. Welcome. Oh, you got good news? Ooh, that sounds good.
Have you learned aught of interest? A flower that reacts to one's feelings. Strange. I must say, I have never heard of such a thing.
This is all very fascinating. But as it stands, we've failed to gain any significant insight into the Forum's undertaking.
Indeed. While there is certainly enough activity to support Erenville's supposition that a priority has been placed on improving food production, unfortunately for our investigation, these workers were never informed as to how their duties serve the master plan.
If only we could interrogate the Forum members directly. Isn't that the entrance to the Ahty? Look, there. I think that's Erenville.
A little difficult to tell from here, but I think you're right. He did say he was coming down to make his report.
Erenville receives his orders from the Forum. Would it not follow, then, that the superior to whom he reports is a Forum member, or at least a close associate?
Thank you so much for the lurk, Paula. Pizza, a 4-star level 80 recipe, because, you know, they're super hard to make. What?
You mean to eavesdrop on their conversation? What of the risks?
Ours alone to bear. We won't interfere with Erenville's work, nor will he be implicated as an accomplice. If you're not comfortable taking part, I can do this alone.
Nay. I said myself that I wished to know Father's intentions. And no answers will be forthcoming should we simply ask nicely.
We can apologize later, should it come to it. Right now, we need every crumb of information we can get our hands on. Consequences be damned.
Ooh, she's a little brash.
It might be best if you came along as well. In fact, we should all...
I was looking at my unlocked recipes. Pizza is unlocked with a Culinarian Rank 8 Master Recipe book and has a 4-star difficulty. I find it funny. Interesting. Ahty, for the first time, I got 10 people watching my stream and 7 more followers and 2 people who wanted to sponsor my channel. Interesting. I mean, that's awesome. I'm actually kind of wondering what they mean by sponsor. That's very interesting. Alright, we'll do, Ryu. Thank you.
Cryo?
Oh, yes. That certainly sounds like a plan.
I'm glad you agree.
Wonder what's up with that.
Quickly! Erenville is on the move. We need to get closer before we lose him.
Sponsor like a brand company sponsoring. Like the kind of ads from big streamers. Interesting. Why are the big boys always so sparse?
I can almost reach you.
Wait, what's Kryle gonna do? There's something going on with Kryle now. I don't know what it is, but I don't like it. It feels wrong to spy on Erenville. Helpful as he's been, but what other choice do we have? Let's get after him already. We've waited too long as it is. So Pedro, I guess my advice would be to be careful. Because people who want to quote-unquote sponsor might not have your best interests at heart. I guess what I'm trying to say is I think that, you know, it sounds great, but meet that, temper it with a bit of skepticism. Okay, Pedro, if you want, copy and paste them to me in Discord. Yeah, and yeah, I mean, I would always be a little wary of somebody approaching me with like a sponsorship or something similar if I was just starting out, you know? That's why, like, with stream elements after a while started pinging me about, you know, sponsorships that I could sign up for and things like that, and, you know, I ended up not doing it because I wanted to grow my community to be, you know, something different than that, rather than being possibly linked into something corporate. I just wanted to, like, it's basically just a big channel full of friends, and we have a good time and we chat, and, you know, and that's where I wanted to go with that. And really, within that model, there really isn't a spot for a sponsor. So, okay, and let's talk to Kryl. See what's up with Kryl here. Forgive me, my attention has been elsewhere. We were following Erenville, weren't we? Organic grassroots. Oh, it's like, that's a thing. It's like, I don't, just something about it, something about sponsorship, just, I don't know. Other people do it, other people make it work, you know, and that's fine. It's just, for me, something about it rubs me the wrong way. I can't really quite put my finger on it. A good friend of mine with 500,000 followers on Twitch told me, you should do what you enjoy regardless of who's watching. Build a channel around what you love, and people will enjoy you for staying true to that. That's true. That's actually that is very true. I'll show you. Man, I'm not too quick to believe this, but I want to make sure I'm doing the right thing, because I have so many subscribers on YouTube, yet I never had sponsorship there. Yeah, that's all valid. And the thing is, though, if you don't know, then I would probably just, I don't know. It's really difficult for me to give advice here, because it's like a lot of it is kind of your decision. But if it was me, there's more questions than answers, so I'd probably turn it down. But Jaster can attest to how cautious I am with certain things, because Jaster knows me pretty well. Don't believe him! He is reckless as all heck. That's actually not true. I'm not reckless at all. Is Krylo still feeling unwell? I've never seen her so distracted. Keep an eye on her, but keep moving too. We cannot let our quarry slip away. Yes, each and every person in the stream right now is my sponsor. I get paid in head pats and ear pettings. They're heckless. Nary a heck in this stream. Erenville was headed westwards along the path outside Archeon. Come, we can still catch him. The chat was done on whispers. I can't know how to make the chat big enough. Well, I guess you could do a series of screenshots and then just send those to me as individual like messages. I have streamer mode turned on, so it's not gonna make any notification sounds or anything like that. Oop. My limousine awaits. There we go. To Wendy's! There's so much in this game I haven't done yet, and my playtime is 55 days, 3 hours, 18 minutes. I need to triple triad, and chocobo racing, and do sightseeing log, and so much more, heck. Yeah, I mean, that's what I love about this, is like there's so much I have yet to do, because I'm pretty new, that it's like, okay, bring it on. I'm having such a good time with this, so it's like... And Verminion, I don't know what that is. Tier 2 Racing Chocobo. Interesting. Hiya, John. Welcome. How are you doing tonight? Verminion is like, imagine tower defense meets Pokemon using your minions' interest. Ooh. It seems Shistola wishes to have a word with us. Yep, that's right. I'm talking to you lot first. We've fallen too far behind, and this damn mist won't help matters. I can still hear it. I can still hear it. What does that mean? Oh yeah, John. I remember you from like a few of Paula's streams. I thought I recognized the name, but it wasn't until after I had logged off that I actually put two and two together. But it's nice to see you, and thank you so much for the follow. I'm doing good. Got 2 good finishes tonight on iRacing. Nice. Were the flowers speaking to her? That's interesting. Hold a moment. I have an idea. If memory serves, that colossal wall-like structure is Logisticon Beta, one of Labyrinthos's climate control centers. It should have its own lifts, with which one could access the upper or lower tiers. If I were an agent of the forum, I would make for a convenient meeting place. But even if we happen to find Erenville in the company of said agent, we cannot expect them to reveal issues of importance as we nonchalantly stroll past. Nay, we shall have to remain undetected. If only Graha and his vanish spell were here. Oh, but there are other ways of turning invisible. Hippity hop, my little toads. Goodness! What? Those aren't little toads. Y'shtola casts Toad. Yep. Unaccustomed to transfiguration?
Nuts.
Nuts. Worry not, it will wear off with the passage of time. I suggest you and your green companions hop along and catch up with Erenville. Should you feel the magic's fading, return to me and I will refresh the enchantment. And what am I to do in the meantime? Wait here with me. It is in your current state of mind, you'd be as likely to leap into the jaws of a predator as you would learn anything of note. Which reminds me, where are the creatures the hereabouts? In that form, you are essentially defenseless. You have changed into a toad. You must remain transfigured in order to progress with quest objectives. Okay. You'll return from your transfigured status if you move too far away. Look to your map for the transfiguration's area of effect. Interesting. Speak with your Stola to restore or prolong the transfiguration. I've been turned into a shappy. I would have enjoyed being a toad for a little while, if only for the change of pace. But Y'shtola is right. I am too preoccupied with other matters. Interesting, I still have Midgard Sormer on my shoulder. It's just a tiny one. Oh, go back? Okay. Oh, yeah, I've got a frog TF. Awesome. Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. Alpha Toad and Alley Toad are now accompanying you. Keep them at your side in order to proceed with the quest objectives. You can leave your quest companions behind by entering a different area, putting too much different distance between you, or by speaking with them and selecting the option to part ways. If you wish to have your companions join you again, return and speak with them at the original location. Okay, got it. Okie doke. I'll take a look at them. I'll take a look at them in probably a bit, Pedro. Thank you so much. Wow, this is funny. This giant chocobo is basically hunting us. Oh, there's a big toad up there. This is funny.
I trust you will find I wish to make clear that we are pleased with the efficiency and thoroughness of your work. So much so that we have come bearing new tasks in need of your competent hand.
Another lengthy list. If I may speak frankly, the Gleaners have been pushed to the point of collapse by your unending demands. We are not familiars to be exploited. We are Charlayan scholars and we deserve an explanation for this unseemly treatment. What warrants such urgency?
In an age long past, Charlian was charged with a momentous duty. And now that word of the final days hangs heavy in the air, the time has come for us to fulfill that charge.
Interesting.
I can say no more, but I promise you this. All will be revealed in due course. And when it has, you will understand that your toil was in service to the greatest good.
Then I will do your bidding. For now. But unless you wish the Gleaners to rise up in protest, I advise you to offer tangible improvements for our working conditions. Your promised revelation does nothing to address present circumstances.
A fair point. Your concerns will be conveyed to the Forum.
I hope that was informative. You may consider my debt to you repaid in full.
Ooh. How did he know?
While I do have my reservations about the Forum, I want to believe that they have our best interests at heart. Which is why I'm reassured that you're busy sniffing out the truth of things. We can ill afford to place all our eggs in one basket, this master plan of theirs, without first understanding the risks involved.
Wait! How did you know it was us?
If you mean to impersonate a toad, try studying the real thing. And don't try to fool an expert.
Awesome. Excellent. This man knows frogs. Yes, indeed. Our toad performance needs work, apparently. I'll have to pay more attention to I'll have to pay more attention the next time I see one. Well, considering they were frogs. Duh. I suppose we should have known a gleaner who specializes in animal procurement would not be so easily deceived. Yet he seemed inclined to put his trust in us all the same. More importantly, perhaps, we've discovered a new piece of the puzzle, this momentous duty the Forum agent mentioned. Charlian has been called to action, and the Telophoroid's declaration was the catalyst. Whatever charge it is they hope to fulfill, they deem it of sufficient import to disrupt all of Labyrinthos, not to mention ignore Eorzea's request for aid. If we happen to cross paths with Enrivild again, I should like to thank him properly. What duty could warrant the direct involvement of the Forum and the commitment of all its resources? Judging by what we just heard, none of the Gleaners were offered any kind of explanation. At this point, it seems abundantly clear that we'll learn nothing new by pressing them further. You should head back to Y'shtola and Kryl for the moment, see what they think of this. It's his job. It is. Oh. Now, here's the thing. Every time I see this car, I think of Wendy's. And every time I think of Wendy's, I get hungry. And now I'm hungry. Extremely normal driving. Ah, an aether current. Ah, yes. Inhalants. There we go. This car is just Rocket League in 14. Yeah. Baconator for Ahty on the double. Spicy nuggies. I'm more of a Burger King gal, if I'm being honest. That and Jack in the Box. I don't know what it is, but I've just been really into Jack in the Box lately. Still concerned about Kryl, though. I like going to Chili's and Red Robin. I also like Buffalo Wild Wings. Ooh, Buffalo Wild Wings. I haven't been there in forever. Red Robin, I love for the fries. I could just sit down at a table and just eat basket after basket of those steak fries. Oof. Where is Kryl? It's funny how normal the forest seems now. As a toad, it was all so much more ominous and threatening. Welcome back. I trust you found Erenville, then. Interesting. I had a feeling we would learn something important, even if that something was simply a confirmation that no one knows much of anything. We should share this with Kryl, then discuss how we'd like to proceed. Assuming we find her back at the farm, she was still behaving oddly, so I bade her return and rest there. Perhaps not the best decision, in hindsight. Would you mind checking near those flowers she was so entranced by? The rest of us can survey the more distant areas, just in case she decided to wander. Oh yeah, Five Guys. Oof. I have a gift card for Five Guys that I have to use. Alright, it's over here. I think I might take Nugs because I think Nugs is getting jealous of the car. There we go. Do-do-do! Mozzarella sticks sounds good too. That's why I still need to get an air fryer. Because I could just get mozzarella sticks, like frozen ones, and then cook them up. That I have to use. Ahty acting like she's cursed by this Five Guys gift card. I am kind of cursed by it. Because, like, I got it just before I took, like, a week and a half off, and with every intention of using it while I was off, but I just didn't. Good night to go to Outback for a bloomin' onion. Yeah. That sounds good, too. Oop, there's Kryl.
for you. The spell will keep it from wilting.
What?
She said you would need it for the journey ahead. Will you speak with her now? I cannot hope to match Minfilia's clarity, of course, but...
Oh, is it? Oh, wow.
Thank you.
What?
Do not worry. She has lent me her body for only a moment. Just as I could not save the first from the flood of light, it has become arduous for me to interact with the physical world without assistance. Though I might converse with you for a time, the incorporeal form I assumed on the ship would be incapable of casting even the simplest enchantment. It is in the depths of the ethereal sea, the place to which all life returns, where my influence is greatest. After Minfilia's sacrifice on the first, it was to the sea, here in the source, where I ferried her soul. I wished that gentle spirit to find rest in the world she loved so well. Her, and another who may yet have a part to play, though that will depend on you. Take the flower. Walk free, for you are free to go where you wish, to believe what you will. That bloom will be your guide, test and proof of your conviction. In darkness, seek joy. Surrender not to sadness, and see beyond despair. Walk free, and bear the light for others to follow. Together, raise it aloft and let it shine, till the end, blinding and radiant.
That was all too brief. Already she seems so far away. My apologies if I startled you. Ever since we began our descent into Labyrinthos, I had sensed another's will, straining to reach out. Even with my particular talents, though, I was unable to make a connection at first, so weak and tenuous it was. Once I took hold of that wispy thread, imagine my surprise to discover it was Heidelin herself. Needless to say, it seemed wise to learn what we could before letting go. Her answers were more cryptic than I would have liked, but at least she left us with a guide of sorts, that unusual flower. Yes, we are definitely making progress. You can't be serious! We've done nothing wrong!
Uh-oh. Oop, time for me to hop streams. Have a good one, y'all. See you again soon. Alrighty, Plant Sky, thank you so much for popping in.
Master Fortuno, what business has the Forum with us? Obstruction and suppression, apparently.
Uh-oh. That music.
Mistress Baldessian, Our records show you facilitated the Scions' entrance into Sharlayan by claiming them as assistants for your organization. We are aware of your investigations. After alerting the major institutions to the presence of potential troublemakers, we received word from an Archean custodian. A group operating under the auspices of the students, skulking about Labyrinthos and engaging in clandestine behavior.
Clandestine? We may not have entered Sharlayan as Scions, but we did naught to conceal our identities. Our only purpose in this city is to seek the truth. I can think of no reason why our actions should warrant the Forum's intervention.
'Tis not our way to discourage the pursuit of knowledge, but the timing of such pursuits must be considered, not to mention their potential impact. With the world in chaos, we, the true caretakers of wisdom, have committed ourselves to an undertaking that demands the utmost discretion. And we will not risk its success by turning a blind eye to disruptive foreign elements in our midst.
What then is to be our fate? Will you put us on a ship back to Eorzea?
The Forum will convene to examine your case. The results of said inquiry will determine your future in this city. As for your absent companion, he has already been detained.
Graha! But why? Is reading a crime now, too?
Reading is encouraged, celebrated even. Not, however, of the volumes shelved in the restricted section of the library.
Refusing to comply will only make matters worse. Let us instead treat this as an opportunity to open a dialogue with the Forum.
So he kind of put things at risk then.
Silence is often one's best defense. I would advise against prolonging the proceedings with frivolous discourse. But enough. This is not the place for debate. The rostra await.
Forgive me. I was careless.
We would have been detained regardless. This way, at least, we managed to stay together. I trust your time within the Forbidden Archives was well spent.
The Forum will come to order. This inquiry is now in session. As Speaker-elect, I will be presiding over the day's proceedings. Master Fortuner, would you be so kind as to restate the matter which compelled you to summon your colleagues with such urgency?
As you are all aware, we recently denied Eorzea's request for Sharlayan assistance. Since then, certain individuals dissatisfied with our decision have taken it upon themselves to interfere with our work. They entered our nation masquerading as associates of the students of Baldessian. But these malcontents are better known as the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. These militants wield influence with both the Eorzean and Eastern alliances, and are inextricably involved with the crises presently afflicting the world at large. Loose in our city, these warmongers sought to meddle with and expose matters of state secret. What are they, if not a dire threat to be expelled?
You have tarnished the good name of the students. Gallup would be ashamed.
Galuf Baldessian was never one to forsake his fellow man. Even if this nation closed every door and retreated from the world, he would have found a way to help the Scions, help every soul of this star fight back against the coming doom.
A terrible enemy stands poised to lay waste to all we hold dear. In the face of such madness, Eorzea reached out to Sharlayan, a respected ally, in the hopes of forming a united front. Was your curt dismissal truly the best you could offer? Or are you so preoccupied with your momentous duty of an age long past that even the end of the world is unworthy of your attention?
Oof.
Whence came this revelation?
From the mouth of a Forum member within fortuitous earshot.
Then it seems your findings support my own. The reason I visited the restricted shelves was to study records of the Forum's policy-making process, to better understand the historical trends underlying their most major decisions. At first glance, the positions of neutrality in war and the accumulation of knowledge above all else appear constant and consistent, the unchanging pillars of Sharlayan society. And once upon a time, I might have left it at that. These days, however, I am more attuned to the subtleties of governance, and so I noticed something odd. From a particular point in time, the purpose of these policies shifted. No longer was knowledge preserved for the benefit of society. Rather, society was to be gradually reshaped to ensure the preservation of knowledge. The most conspicuous and telling change was the one which befell Labyrinthos. Once little more than an oversized storehouse, an enormous allocation of funds saw it transformed into an advanced research and archival facility. I also discovered a fascinating account on the finances of our Dravanian colony. The settlement attracted students from far and wide, and the connections and tuition fees thus acquired were funneled into further improvements for the archives. Now, there is no question that our nation's progress is tied to the acquisition of wisdom. Nevertheless, the vast resources diverted for this purpose borders on the obscene. But returning to the matter of when, our change in course appears to have been made some 270 years ago.
The very same period when Sharlayan scholars in the hinterlands began a formal study of the ethereal sea. You found something, did you not? And whatever it was, gave rise to your oh-so-important duty.
Mind your tongue, Archon. If you had seen...
Uh-oh.
Yes, we are bound by a duty we cannot ignore. Knowing this, what would you have us do? Abandon our vital work and join you on the field of battle? We will never choose the way of the sword. We will fulfill our mission not through strife and bloodshed, but survival. Come what may, we shall live on. We must.
Do as you must, then. But we Scions will fight until the heavens fall, until our last breath.
Such misguided zeal.
It is. I recognized it right away.
Father, Master Fortuno. I fail to understand the stance you have elected to take. But by the same token, I have yet to find a compelling argument to counter the challenge you put to us in Gridania. Still, in the midst of my uncertainty, I must trust in myself to do what is right, as others have chosen to trust in me. So I will continue, as I always have, weighing the consequences of my every action, and allowing my hope for the future to inform my decisions.
That's quite enough. Have you all forgotten the reason for this assembly?
Skolok Monteshane. He's the head of the studium and an old friend of my grandfather's.
Honestly, every discussion devolves into some interminable debate. Terrible habit. Let's return to the topic at hand, By their own admission, these Scions have resolved to fight alongside the Eorzean nations against the doom which swift approaches.
Old friend? Huh? Hiya, Turbid. Welcome.
Okay. I believe in you, Madeline. This is your moment to shine. There is maybe like 4 people watching you. The pressure is on. Okay? You got this. Ah, fuck. Never mind. Alright. What's on here?
Y'all, you should definitely follow Turbid. Turbid is a really good friend. And a heckin' good bean. And if you want more, like, good, honestly chill, good vibes, definitely that would be another stream for you.
But there exists no evidence of an attempt to incite our citizens to do the same. Furthermore, while our decision may well have been the correct one, we cannot simply bull our way through these disagreements without inviting doubts or objections. Put yourselves in their place. Who among you would leave a tome unopened if an elder forbid you read it with no reason given?
That's a good point.
Now, if we're to quell further discontent, Then we must conclude this matter with a fair and even hand.
Order! We will have order! Master Montaigne raises some valid points. Keeping such concerns in mind, I propose we enforce the following measures. Until further notice, the students of Baldessian are to cease any and all activities within the domain of Sharlian. You will also refrain from any further investigation into the Forum's decisions and duties. Failure to comply with these restrictions will result in the immediate expulsion of your Scion associates. Let us put this judgment to a vote. All in favor, raise your hand.
Lots of them didn't.
I count 51 for and 48 against. The proposal is passed. Students, Scions, you have heard the Forum's judgment. Pray abide by it, or face the consequences. Honored members, I thank you for your time. This inquiry is concluded.
You can tell who is important because they have faces. Well, that was interesting. I apologize for the trouble I've caused you. I was pondering the significance of what I had just read as I left the restricted section, and knocked over the security Mamet on the way out. I promise to be more vigilant next time. Aww. You may encounter some raised eyebrows, but do continue to claim the students as your sponsor whensoever the need arises. I believe in the guiding principles of the Scions, and I know my grandfather would have as well. My father may be right, that I am still groping in the dark for answers, but I needed him to know that I would never stop searching. I owed that much to Ehrenwald and myself. Thank the gods for Scholark Montaigne. I absolutely loathe arguing in circles. Well, at least we've been allowed to remain in the city. And our endless investigations have not been in vain. We now know that this mysterious duty of theirs began with whatever the Forum discovered in the Ethereal Sea. With our freedoms so sorely curtailed, however, we will struggle to learn aught more of substance here in Charlotte. The overall picture has grown clearer, yes, but that's in spite of the Forum being so maddeningly vague about this duty of theirs. Why are they so reluctant to explain their actions in plain words? Survival, come what may. Is Father's work so vital that it takes precedence over his own family? Alphino? Alize? It is you. So I heard you'd been dragged before the Forum. I came as swiftly as I could. I am so glad they allowed you to stay. We finally meet her. Also cue Undertale music. What? Mother? Oh, I see. Ameliance Levier, at your service. Mom! The theme that plays here sounds just like home. You fine people must be the scions of the Seventh Dawn. How lovely it is to finally meet you. What? Noxie Jester! Thank you so much for the raid! Holy crap! Holy crap! Totally melted a dude, it was brutal. Brutal, brutal. Thank you so much for the follow. Thank you so much for the follow, Noxie Jester. Welcome. Welcome, Raiders. Gosh, you not only scared me, but you put a big-ass grin on my face, not gonna lie. Meowdy! Welcome, everyone. Thank you so much for dropping in. My name is Ahty. I play mainly, like, RPG games. Like, RPGs are totally my jam. The longer the better, honestly. I love going through all this stuff, especially Final Fantasy, with all the intrigue and stuff like that. It's cool. Uh-oh, what do we got? What do we got?
Well, good news, guys. You ready for it?
Yeah. I'm ready.
Just type gasm. I'm gonna remove from the old Discord server it's in because.
What are you doing? Don't type gas.
Yeah, sorry, I meant Discord. Sorry.
Yeah, this clipping thing.
Didn't really think how that worked out.
So, Rumpleytick
Appreciate the commitment.
told me about this. That's cute.
I meant Discord. That's why I said server.
That's cute. Thank you, Skippy. I see cute art. Yes. So, Nox is a great artist, actually. I started following them a while back when Yami was talking about them and used a few emotes in my stream. So Noxie is a good bean, a heckin' good bean. Yeah. So yeah. I mean, I've lurked many a stream. God damn it! Joined Noxie's stream right at the raid. Oh, Artie, thank you so much for the sub. Thank you so much. And yeah, and Skippy, thank you so much for gifting that sub to Artie. That's amazing. Aw, thank you, Noxie. That means a lot. Attack Rack did my avatar and all my emotes too. Noxie, Nox, love your face. Same, TBH. But anyway, yeah. So RPG games, they're so my jam. I love it. I love all the intrigue and all the mystery and stuff. This is my first time through Final Fantasy XIV. We've been streaming this almost exclusively since like June. Oh, 2 pumpkin redeems? Oh gosh, okay. So here we go. Here we go. Pumpkin! Sky did these too. Hiya, Kryuki! But yeah, if y'all dig the like chill vibes and just, you know, a nice cool place for LGBTQ folks to hang out and just, you know, be yourself and stuff like that, you know, definitely drop a follow. I stream 4 days a week, Tuesday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. A few hours each stream. But sometimes we go longer, sometimes we go like on days that I don't typically have scheduled. You know, so it's just generally really chill. So if you like what you see, feel free to follow. But otherwise, everyone is welcome. Hiya, Yami, welcome. Doot. I have to. That reminds me, I need to add more redeems. I've got some ideas. I just gotta pop them in. I recognize that cool S. So let me go through this real quick. Thank you so much for the follow, J-Kid and Noxy. Thank you so much. It means a lot. And Nox, thank you so much for the raid. I super appreciate it. You sweet bean. So where we're at right now is we are in Charlian, and this is like kind of still towards the beginning of Endwalker. We're talking with Alphino and Alize's mom. We just met her when y'all popped in. Oh, thank you so much, Nox. I will return the favor in some way or another. Mother, please. Aw, thank you so much for the follow, Cuddly Red Panda. Welcome. Honey, I can't decide. You're so cute like this, and yourself is just as cute. Well, that's the cool thing. Like, you know, they're redeems for a reason. Y'all can change my shape however you like, I suppose. Oh, pets. There we go. I need to head to bed, so have a great rest of the stream. Thank you so much, Nox. Rest well, okay? Have a good sleep. Dragvoig, thank you so much for the follow. You're amazing. Heck, welcome. Oh boy, I'm excited. The reading rainbow thing is never gonna get old. Mother, please. We don't wish to make things difficult for you. If word reaches Father that you were here... Yeah, Kryuki. Leveling up slowly but surely. Thank you so much, Drag. No you. Oh, bother that. Am I to be chastised for speaking with my own children? I am well aware that you and Master Fortuno are not on the best of terms at the moment, but I've been absolutely desperate to see my darlings again. Ooh, more pets. I think I'll just do all of the pets. How's that? There we go. I'm covered in pets. Absolutely drenched in scritches. I've been super tired because of the sickies, but I did manage to pull up your stream when you started before I had passed out. I appreciate it, Yami. Heck, I hope you're getting enough rest. Anyways, Ahty, I hope you got time to look at what I had there. Those messages came to me a few minutes before my stream started. Oh, interesting. Okay. I will probably end up taking a look at those when I wrap up later. I'm heading to bed. I work East Coast time tomorrow. Ooh, yikes. Yikes, Skippy. Take care. Sleep well. Oh, thanks for the gift. I was AFK for a few and missed the raid. Let's see. Yeah, Skippy, Skippy gifted that sub. I both was already here and came with the heckin' bean Noxy. Double the Ahty. Good night, Skippy. Sleep well. Have a good rest. Yes. Take care, Skippy. You will come by the house, won't you? I have gifts waiting. Yeah, I'm liking it so far, too. It was a little pokey at the beginning, but like all the expansions are like that. They pick up stream pretty quick, though. Yep, another pet. There we go. There's a third. Yeah, I am really digging the story. And like the Heavensward was my favorite for a really long time, but it's like, I don't know. I liked Heavensward, and I like Shadowbringers in equal amounts. And I was just telling someone else in the stream earlier that at a certain point in Shadowbringers, I had to mute the mic and ugly cry. I can't tell you. It's just the first time, like, as a result of the story in a game, that I was moved to tears. I was a mess. I'm also streaming Endwalker, but I streamed earlier than Ahty here. 2 hours before Ahty came here. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, Kryuki. I must have missed it, and chat can get pretty fast sometimes. I apologize. Yo, you haven't answered my question. Are you now streaming and playing the latest expansion pack? Come on, it's been 2 months since its release, or a half a month from last year. Yeah, we finally got there. So when Endwalker was released on, I think it was December 3rd, when it was released, that was pretty much the last time I was able to get into the game for at least a solid week. Like, the queues were that bad, and I was kicked out of the queues a bunch, but I was eventually able to get back in, but I still had a lot of the wrap-up content for Shadowbringers still to do. So we got to the end of the 5.0 patch literally the day before. It was the Tuesday before the Friday that Endwalker came out. That's when we finished the 5.0 patch. So I was trying to get through 5.1 to 5.5. And I think, you know, even if Endwalker hadn't been released, and even if we were able to get into the servers, I don't think we would have gotten through the rest of Shadowbringers until Endwalker was released. But it is what it is. Me too. The queue for me was like 5,000 to 8,000. See, I never saw above like 4,000, but still, the stability of it kept kicking me out. So at least they're not 7,000 people deep anymore. That's true. So you're still gonna have to wrap up with this patch from this expansion. Yeah, I'm assuming there's gonna be a wrap up after it ends. But right now, I finished up patch 5.5, I think it was last week. I finished that up last week, and then we started Endwalker, and now we're still very early in Endwalker, but this is patch 6, I believe. I came to your last stream too, but fell asleep. Yami, don't worry about it. You should sleep and snooze, self-care. You need to take care of yourself right now. Everything else is secondary. Being DQ'd is the worst. Happened to me at the post. How does that happen at the post office? Did you get cross-checked by a retired hockey player? The timing couldn't be better. As matters stand, we shan't be going anywhere until we discuss matters with Thancred's group and reconsider our options. Go, visit your home. We will be back at the annex when you are ready to rejoin us. I'm not sure we... Ahty, what do you think? Why are you asking me? Ahty? The Ahty Squeegee? Oh, that's an idea for a redeem too. Damn it. Fuck. A squeegee noise. Your family, Ahty, and am here to help best I can, sickies or not. Well, I can't really argue too much with that. But at the same time, self-care is more important than this stream, Ayami. Want to see something silly? Get to a market board and look up the price of copycat bulb minion. Oh, okay. Hee no. One of the postal workers thought I looked suspicious. Really? Really? That's stupid. I'm just gonna do all 3 pets at once. There we go. What the Ahty doing? You can help by taking care of yourself and getting better, yes. Ahty is still extremely important, but I promise I'm being a good girl and resting in bed. You better be being a good girl. You're such a cutie. Thank you so much, Drag. What a splendid day this has turned out to be. Champion of Eorzea, I insist that you join us. Well, you don't argue with Mom. Mika Hakare, thank you so much for the follow. Hopefully I said that name correctly. If I didn't, please, please, please correct me. Bong! Sent you a Discord PM to show you what it is on our server. My god. Uh-oh. Oh my god. Yikes. Almost 18 million gil for that. What? Yikes. How about a new cute Ahty icon with a squeegee sound? Yeah, that's an idea. The bell indicated you did it right. Yeah, excellent! Yay! I checked the prices. Took some strong medicine and been drinking lots of water, eating soup. Good, good, good. As the sound comes up and it says you've been squeegeed. Ooh. 23 million gil is what I see. Yikes. Heck. That's just excessive. Oh, y'all get a free triple pet. How's that? There you go. But we must be quick about it. Not for my own benefit, but should my husband return and find you enjoying our hospitality, the servants will be made to suffer the consequences. That's a house right there. Yeah. I can try doing a sketch for you, Ahty, with that idea if you want. If you would like to do that, Pedro, I would absolutely love it. And the thing though is too, I'm gonna be changing the slideshow at the start and the end of the stream to I've gotten some fan art. And y'all have been super nice to me and have drawn me stuff, and I wanna put it on display, so I'm going to have a rolling slideshow of art with credits that y'all have made me. And don't forget to hydrate. I have been forgetting, but no longer. Thank you, Riami. Lottery better than residency farming, yeah, and true. My free company already had a house, so I bought a room recently. I still have to furnish it, though. Ahty, if you would be so kind as to escort my children to the estate? And then she was gone. and with her any opportunity to protest. Indeed, the matter is settled. Enjoy yourselves, you three. But I don't know how to do the same sketch into something that works for VTubers. I never did that before. Well, how about this, Pedro? If you wanted to do a sketch, just do a sketch. I'll show it off. I didn't see your room. I'll have to look again. Yeah, my room is pretty empty at the moment. I don't have anything in it. I just purchased it. It's basically just a box right now. Ahty, with my crafting and your billions of gil, we can make your room look fantastic. Well, I mean, like, I checked into it a little bit, and I think I can afford a coffee table. I love how Kryl can switch on gremlin energy at a moment's notice. Yeah, that's true. Last I was aware, Ahty broke. I'm not broke yet. I've got money, but like, I think through the grace of Turbid, I have money. I'm stuck with a second house at the moment. Had my own, and I am the last one in my FC. Aw, I'm sorry, Cuddly. That's always tough too, and like, that's one of the things where. See, I started playing when Heavensward was just released, and when I was working through the game, my friends stopped playing, so I let my sub lapse, and I only picked it back up recently. Hey, Ahty, I have an off-topic thing to ask, and this is about your personal life, and I don't want to know about. And I don't want to know about you, but I'm very eager to ask, and so here it goes. Do you now currently live personally all by yourself in your own apartment or house independently, and being self-sufficient to rely on yourself and not from others away from your parents? I do live in a place. I do have roommates, but I am wholly self-sufficient in a sense that I pay my rent, and you know, like I have, like, you know, food that I cook and things like that. I mean, it's a large-ish house, and like I live in a room that's pretty close to the side of the house where the door is, so I can come and go as I please, and you know, I don't disturb people or anything like that. So it might as well be like a little studio apartment of sorts. I don't know what would fit for the squeegee idea. I don't know much of your likes or favorites. Oh, we could talk about it. Going back to trying to be helpful from being a blanket burrito. Definitely trying to rest. Love you, Presh Bean. I love you too, Ayami. No lie. Ayami's a heckin' good bean. Just in case y'all weren't aware of that yet. I'm sure Alphino thinks nothing of it. He invited classmates over all the time, but I wasn't the most... It was a different time for me, alright? I apologize. My mother is not one to take no for an answer. Still, I am glad, relieved even, to see her in such high spirits. What say you, Ahty? Though it seems we shall have little enough time to enjoy it, will you accompany us to our visit home? Yeah, I think I could do that. Fine. If we're going, then let's get it over with. But be sure to stay in the entrance hall. No peeking into our private chambers, thank you very much. Also, if you want to raid me, you need to stream early on Saturday or Sunday. Otherwise, we're not going to be able to do that. Well, we'll be able to do that eventually. Aw, thank you, Drag. You heckin' hacker. Everyone has things they'd rather keep to themselves, don't they? Cherished mementos you couldn't bring yourself to throw away, childhood toys. Oh shit, you made it to Nerd Town. Yep. Hiya, Tim. Welcome. Ooh, there's another bean I need to shout out too. Nerd Town. Oh crap, I did it in the wrong place. There we go. What clip do we get?
Oh, look, it's Anakin Skywalker. That joke was funny to me.
Apparently Tim got the high ground. But definitely y'all should follow Tim. Tim's actually is a heckin' good person and like really funny. And has been playing a lot of Halo recently. I miss Brungle. I mean, God, never mind. Levier Estate is that way, straight down the stairs. Come on. Tim, you ever do Morrowind? I've been hankering to see that played again. Ooh, that's a good idea. My Oblivion character, Master of Magic and Hand to Hand. Nice. Maybe I debated Skyrim AE once more mods get transferred to it. When Alize and I were little, this bridge was far as we were permitted to wander alone. I say alone, but my mother or a servant was always somewhere nearby, keeping a watchful eye. And now look at us, traveling to different continents, different worlds even. As children, Alphino and I would often wait here for our father to come home from work. It must have been a day when his meetings ran long, because I remember growing restless and leaning out over the railing to watch the water rush by. Father, of course, arrived at that exact moment, came pounding down the path in a panic, crying out my name. Yep. Thank you so much, Ryu. Oh, Ayami, I did that a few days ago, actually. Rumpleytick told me about how to do it a while back, and I just got around to doing it. Levier Estate is on the northern part of Journey's End, just down the stairs from the rostra. Oh, and please don't make a fuss when we get there. It's only a house. After all we've been through together, 'tis strange to be here with you now. To come full circle and see how much has changed. Thank you, Ahty. I have a problem myself with the way I can't get out from my parents' place because I'm not very capable of being independently self-sufficient, relying on myself to take care of everything, and it's not just me, but it's also a problem with some of my friends and with other people from other European countries that are now in their 30s and can't afford a place to stay and be self-sufficient when they grow up at the age of 18 to get out of their parents' place and find a job. Kryuki, I mean, that's not too far off where with lots of the folks that I'm friends with here. And the thing is, like, I would love to just have a place of my own with just no roommates or anything like that, but everything is so exorbitantly expensive, and wages have not risen with the cost of everything that's going on right now, and there are so many people in the same boat. You are not alone there. From now on, I want you to call your home your estate. Well, there is a section of my Discord that's called the Battle Shed. I could just call it the Battle Shed, the Battle Shed Estate, or whatever. And here you are at last. Please do come in. Uh-oh. Do I talk to Alfie and Alize? The Battle Shed sounds like an anachronism for a struggle snuggle. Another talk zone. Where's the other talk zone? Oh, I mean, I had already clicked her, so I couldn't get out of it. Ahty, I'm going to bed. It's nearly 4 a.m. here. Alrighty. Take care, Pedro.
Home, my lady.
Sleep well. I'll take a look at that stuff, and then I'll ping you.
What? What are you gawping at?
Alize, oh my gosh. Good night, Pedro. Just admiring the craftsmanship.
Oh, I suppose I never gave the decor much thought. I'm glad that you approve, I think.
Lord Fortuneau is not to hear of this visit. And I should also like the children to have their gifts, ere my husband makes his return.
As you wish, my lady.
Oh, I see, Ryu. Well, I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but I will definitely keep that in mind. Sorry about that. I just didn't see it. I legit didn't see it. And before I go, time to make a smile for Ahty. I took the first option there, by the way. It was funny. I'd be doing more than resting, but you know, jump too quickly into something when sickies can make it worse. Indeed. Is he going to get the onesies, the bunny onesies?
Master Alphino, Mistress Alice, if you'd accompany me upstairs.
We shan't be long.
Thank you, Pedro.
What are you doing?
No.
Grats, Jester. The nozzle. Oh my god, Ayami.
Recounting their latest adventures. I am sure they withhold certain details, of course, if only to keep me from worrying. Yet a mother worries all the same. In the early days especially, I tried to support them as best I could, sending the Scion's coin and other such donations. Fortunately, they have found the strength to overcome adversity time and time again. Their words grow more confident with every letter, their depictions more vivid.
Tozu? I'm buying that. I am buying that. Must buy. It's not only a Graha blip, it is a Graha loaf. I must have Graha loaf blip. Here, I'm gonna link what Tozu just sent me. Sorry, it's super long, but there it is.
The triumphs and defeats, the joys and sorrows. It is clear that they have come to find value in every experience. But of those they treasure most, it would seem that meeting you might be the most impactful. Why, since that fateful day, I do believe there has not been a single missive in which you were not mentioned by name.
Squeegee. In letters.
It is plain they care for you, and I am glad they have such a steadfast companion watching over them. Under normal circumstances, I would offer you tea, but alas, these are anything but. In any event, why don't you keep me company whilst we await my children's return? Perhaps you might regale me with a tale or two of your exploits.
Ooh. She likes adventure.
When you mentioned gifts, I wasn't sure what to expect. Mother,
Oh, look how well it fits you. And the style is to your liking?
It's perfect. Exactly what I would have chosen. But please, tell me you had something different made for Alphino.
It looks great.
Naturally.
I like it.
You are hardly little children anymore.
I have to tell you one day what I've been working on while sickies. Ooh, I kind of want to know right now. Just because I'm sick doesn't mean I can't work on ideas and everything. I'm really proud what I came up with. Aw, I can't wait. Also, the outfit from the cinematic. Yes, I noticed that.
And while I shall miss dressing you in those precious matching outfits, I must respect the individuals you have grown to become. See for yourself.
Thank you for the splendid clothes, Mother. Stylish, comfortable, and eminently practical.
I love it. I love that. I like that outfit a lot, actually.
I am so glad you like them. They are, however, missing one final touch.
If you would allow me, Master Alphino.
Nut. Nut. Oh, wow.
these?
A sage's tools of the trade. They belonged to your father. Though he may as well be chained to his desk these days, as a student he was often called upon to venture into the field.
I don't like advertising myself, but I've been spending time on planning out how I want my theme to be even better. Even have planned what to say when I start. Oh, that's awesome. I can't wait.
He wielded those armaments, both to heal and to harm in no few battles. None so fierce as those you two have braved, perhaps, but battles nonetheless. Thus did I pull them out of storage, to show you that he was not always the man who stands in vehement opposition to you now.
Do you ever just stop and admire every little detail they put on armor and weapons? Every little thing in this game? They harbored no shortcomings in illustrating even the minutiae of nearly every aspect of the game. Yes, yeah, I mean, so there's one weapon that I adore. It's the antiquated fail knot, which is a bow. That it just has such a cool look when it's stowed, and an even cooler look when it's open. And it's not like some like crazy tech thing, but it's like it just reminds me like if you had an old pocket watch and made it into a bow, like what a bow would look like with like just if you fused a bow and an antique pocket watch together, that's what it looks like, and I just love it. Drag. Okay, so with the Discord, if you join it, let me know. I'll actually, I'm gonna pop in on it right away here and watch. If you join it, I'm gonna pop into the welcome mat and assign you your first role. If you're a streamer, I can add you to the stream squad if you'd like. What that'll enable is if you go live and put it in the self-promo section, which, by the way, I encourage every streamer in the chat right now to use, because it's free advertising for yourselves. Only mods and only mods can do the shout out thing. But I'll shout you out. I keep doing that. Oh, might not have any clips yet. That's fine. Thank you so much, Ayami. I can actually DM you what I plan to say when I start. Okay, if you'd like. Oop, there's a welcome mat.
And also because it would be a terrible waste of ridiculously expensive House Leveilleur commissioned artistry.
There we go. There we go. You are all set and ready to go.
I am told these devices are quite difficult to master, but someone of your extensive experience should soon have them darting about with grace and aplomb. May the wisdom in that crystal serve you well. And please, try to find common ground with your father, that you might come and go without need for this awful subterfuge.
We will, Mother. I promise.
My final gifts to you before you run off are an observation and a suggestion. Firstly, Fortuno has ever been a serious man, but it was only after you were born that he truly lost himself in his work. I may not know the Forum's inner workings, but I know your father's. The timing of that change in him holds some significance. Secondly, do not seek to best your father with words. Far better that you simply show him. Let him discover the merit of your actions, after they cannot be undone.
Okay, thank you, Ayami.
Oh, Mother.
We shall take your wisdom to heart. Thank you again for these gifts, and farewell for now.
Safe travels, my children. Eat well, stay warm, and keep your friends close.
I love she's helping her kids dunk on her husband a little because he's so uptight. Yeah. He needs it. If you have thoughts about it, don't hesitate to tell me. Okie dokie, Yami. Will do. Oh, pets. But yeah, I do stream sometimes. I'm just often am busy. Okay, so just in case, I will add you to the stream squad. So when you do, when you advertise in the self promo section, it'll actually come up with like a thumbnail of your stream and stuff like that. Because like as it stands right now, anybody can post in there, but it'll only display your the thumbnail if you have that tag. And that was that. Only the gods know when we'll be back again. Oh, it'll be soon. Thank you for indulging Mother's request. I can see it meant a lot to her, and I shall refrain from inquiring as to the content of your private conversation. Our visit was all too brief. For now, however, it will have to suffice. As will these tokens of home that we carry with us, these gifts to help us remember who we are and whence we came. But enough sentimentality. Let us return to the annex and rejoin our companions. Time to hydrate again. Make up for missed hydrations. Okay, that's fair. Alright, Stripey crew and Ahty, I'm off to bed. Gonna relax watching an old long play of Morrowind while I fall asleep. Oh, that sounds good. Enjoy Endwalker, and thank you again for providing us the experience of enjoying it with you. Aww. Thank you so much for coming by, Tozu. And thank you, for, just, following and, hanging out with us, for these last streams. It's actually been, a real treat, and I hope you continue to come by. It's been really awesome. But sleep well. Oh, water good. Ahty is definitely a heckin' bean. Definitely highly recommend. Aw, thank you. Aethernet shard. Thank you. I don't know if I got that one down there yet, though. I'm gonna get that one real quick. While it's close by. Oh, okay. I'm pretty sure I haven't gotten this one yet. Yeah, see. I hate relaxing when I want to do stuff, but I don't want to get even sicker. Yeah, and you know what? We don't want you to get even sicker. You've got streaming to do. You've got some heckin' streaming to do, miss. I love the aesthetic of this whole place. I love the architecture. No worries, Yami. I've done that more than once. Like I said in a past stream, college town but for magic. So basically Hogwarts. Actually, I think I need to go down here. Hogwarts but better. But where are the owls? I want an owl. I want to pull mandrakes out of pots. I would be now. My goal was to be, but after the first got super sickies, even lost my voice for a while. Yeah. It's probably best to not, and then just wait till you're better. But, you know, you are missed, and your streams are missed and stuff. The bird's a menace! Nope, that's Kite again. I need to go to the annex. No, I didn't. I haven't really. Honestly, I haven't been touching Final Fantasy at all unless I've been on stream. I think I'm gonna do a lot of the. That sort of thing, like off stream, eventually. You know, like when I have time to do it again. My job has been keeping me really busy lately. Extras. Don't worry, I plan to go full-time, even working on a schedule. Very nice. Awesome. Don't think for a moment that I'm jealous of Alphino's new weapons. They're far more suited to him than me. Well, you, Alize, you also got a cool sword from Euron J, and Alphino didn't get anything, so... It's... You got a new thing. We left for Eorzea in matching outfits, but our styles, both fashion and fighting, have long since diverged. If anything, I'm proud of the differences between us. No, Ryu, I have not. If I intend to master these sages' armaments, that will mean learning to imbue them with the same aether that I poured into Moonstone and Obsidian. 'Tis difficult to grasp the essence of such an entity. For me, it will help to think of the Newliths as allies in battle, simply a new form of the energy which went into manifesting my carbuncle companions. For us to feel responsible for the schism in House Levier would be pure hubris. After all, we were merely on the outskirts of what is, essentially, a family affair. It's generally a dream. Nothing is going to prevent that. Yeah, and like you've been successful so far, Yami. I have no doubt that you will just continue that momentum. I think you're a natural, and like, you know, it only gets better from here. I was surprised when I didn't see them in there. Guess I'd just progressed it further, unless you took it already. No, I haven't done anything with that quest line yet. I'm still, you know, when we were in that in the annex. Yeah, in the annex before, you know, Thancred and Euron J and everyone was on one side, and then Alize, Graha, and everyone was on the other side. I'm still working through that one side. Oh, yeah, I did. Yes, I grabbed it, but I haven't done anything with it. Ahty, you have no idea how much that means to me to hear. Ayami, I mean, like, it's the truth. I'm not saying that just to placate you. And yet, neither can we claim the indifference of strangers. To hear their mother welcome them so warmly was a joy and a relief. Oop, pets. Boop. As curious as I am to learn the truth of this duty, I wonder what else the Forum is hiding. A calamitous secret whose origin lies in the ethereal sea. That's the thing. I think the clue we got was, I don't know how much y'all were paying attention to that forum meeting, that session, but when that one dude got pissed off enough to say, if you were only, and that's as far as he got, and then it seemed like he was being force choked. If only just a little bit. And you gotta kind of wonder about that. That's something I'm curious about. It's like, did that happen because there's a pact? Some sort of a pact that keeps him from even saying it, if he even even if he wanted to? It's like, those are questions we should be asking. Duplicity aside, however, I do not believe Master Fortuno means us ill. Even the harsh words he had for his children stemmed not from anger, I think, but desperation. I agree. Enjoyed your time with the Leviers, I hope? I would ask how the twins fared, but their new outfits tell the tale. Yeah. Yeah, some compulsion or like a hindrance, almost. Like some magic was like constricting their throat or something like that. I only hope we can help them to reconcile with their father. That they might return home one day with their heads held high. In the meantime, we edge ever closer to the secret the Forum strives to hide. And the flower bequeathed to you by Hydaelyn is sure to guide us going forward. I blame the Sith. Me too, Ahty. Me too. I'm confident that once you've scouted out the situation in Thavnair, we'll be well equipped to plot our next move. Okay, so I think that is it for here. I still have to do the side quests and stuff, which I'll do in a moment. But I think Thavnair is the next step. So I think we'll be going there after I finish stuff up here. Ah, thank you, Kryuki. Alright, let's do some side questies. Gosh, I am so tiny in comparison to Cairo. Holy crap. Hello, friend. Are you new to Charlian? You have that look about you. I thought as much. Oh, I'm not bothering you, am I? I so rarely meet travelers from beyond our shores, and couldn't pass up an opportunity to broaden my horizons. Can I assume a visitor such as yourself is eager to do the same? If you have an interest in learning about the city's history, for example, then I know the perfect person to give you an impromptu lesson. Head on over to Scholar's Harbor and keep an eye out for a black-haired Regadman. That would be my brother. He'll know the tale of any pillar and statue you care to point out, and would be more than happy to share it with you. Oh, well, that sounds good. So let's do that. I wouldn't be where I am without beings like you, Ahty. Aww. I mean, Ahty, you do realize the day I met you, you gave me the confidence to keep going? I hope so. I mean, like, well, I mean, I don't hope that it was me who gave you the confidence. I mean, that's something you did all by yourself. I mean, that was always there. I think nature and I need to have a talk. It's 8 degrees Fahrenheit and a wind chill of -8. No thanks. I think it's maybe high 30s here right now. You help me though, is what I'm saying. Okay. I mean, I just don't want you to give me too much credit, because I think that it's stuff that you always had, and that maybe I just said the right thing to kind of, you know, make you realize it, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, not everybody can do the streaming thing and follow through with it and keep going with it, because it's hard. It's hard and it takes discipline, and like you have those, you have the discipline and then you have the talent to do it. I think if you stick with it, you'll be plenty successful with it. Yes, was there something I might help you with? Well, I don't want to argue with you either. Yeah, you gave me that final push. How's that? That's better. Yes. Okay. I'll give you that. Yeah, me too, Ahty. Keeps me happy from these depressing times in my life, personally. Thank you. Aww. I'm glad, Kryuki. Well, she did indeed send you to the right man. For who better to teach you about Charlane's history than a Studium-certified history professor? Here, take my spyglass. Go on, take it. No time like the present to learn about the past. We shall begin your education with Divine Thaliak, the scholar himself. If you learned about our history, you will know the 6th Umbral Era brought a catastrophic flood to the lands of Eorzea. Yet, when all seemed lost, the 12 Archons rose up and saved multitudes from a terrible fate. Ahty is a genuine, wholesome, helpful being who really helps me every time I am around them. Aww. Of those 12, it was Archon Nyunkrep who brought our ancestors here in his ark. and together they founded what was to become the great nation of Sharlayan. The beach at the foot of Thaliak's statue is the very spot where those first Sharlayans made land. I imagine how they must have felt on that day, some 1,600 years ago. Ayami. That's a lot. It's just it's something I'm not used to because like there's so many beings like, you know, like Paula and Diva who inspire me like every time I see them doing their thing. And like I'm just not used to having the shoe be on the other foot, I guess. Where am I supposed to be aiming this now? Examine the statue. Alright. Well, surprise, you're one of the beings that helps me and inspires me. Aww. The statue is a representation of Thaliak, one of the 12 divinities of Eorzea, the guardian deity of Sharlayan. As the god of knowledge, he rules over rivers and wisdom. There was once a system of government in Sharlayan known as the Ecclesia, a great gathering at which each citizen was given a voice in decisions affecting the nation's future, and it was during one such forum wherein the people voted to elect Thaliak as our patron. It was not piety which drove this choice, but rather a natural progression of our principles and creeds. We Sharlayans have, after all, always devoted ourselves to the pursuit of knowledge. Mythology tells us that Thaliak bore a magicked pitcher, from which poured forth the waters of knowledge. See how the water is drawn up from the canals and cascades endlessly into the sea? As well as recreating the divine ewer from the tale, it also symbolizes the wisdom which rises from our city and flows out into the world. If you would like to learn more about the mechanism by which it works, the stonemasons who built it left records of their struggle in the archives of Numenor. A rather challenging construction by all accounts. Interesting. And there you have it. I hope you enjoyed your introduction to Sharlayan historical architecture. If we are to do justice to the towering Thaliak, however, it is one last snippet of knowledge that we simply cannot overlook. Come along to the foot of the statue. Aw, I can't mount up. It is what it is, though. Oh, pets. There we go. Nope, I'm gonna catch you, Trinity. I'm gonna catch you. Whoop, 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 whoop. Aw, damn it! Damn it, no! No! Oh, that didn't work. fast those tiny little legs are going. Still, neither of us are as fast as Statue Gazer. Pray direct your attention to yon doors. Behind them, nestled within the statue itself, is a chamber known as the Pathless Way. Those who have acquired mastery over specialized disciplines, or whose deeds have led to significant advances in their chosen field, are invited to enter said chamber and receive the title of Archon. We place great value in the pursuit of knowledge, and thus the Archons are held in especially high regard. As the embodiment of our ideals, they are permitted to browse the forbidden archives, and have ever stood at the center of our nation's great achievements. Now, as for the most secret and sacred ceremony which awards them their title, I am afraid that even I am not privy to the particulars. You will forgive me my ignorance on this subject, I hope? A scholar and a gentlewoman, and thus concludes the lesson. Should you happen to return by the same route, pray convey my warmest regards to Baldswiz. Alright, okay, that's done. So back to Baldswiz. Cuddly, I believe it's still just world travel. So I think with, you know, as you probably know, with when Endwalker came into being, they had already announced that they were going to delay the data center travel thing. And with when they actually released Endwalker, and then the whole Q thing happened, you know, I think they decided they had bigger fish to fry. I definitely believe it's going to happen eventually. I just don't know how soon. But I know a couple of my friends are really eager to do that thing. You've just come back from hearing one of my brother's lectures, haven't you? That's another look I'm quite familiar with. His breadth of historical knowledge is extensive. Sufficient to earn him the title of Archon, he hopes. The problem is, if his contributions to the field are to be officially acknowledged, he must have written recommendations from high-ranking professors. What? Proxy! Oh my god! Proxy, thank you so much for the raid! Holy heck! Welcome, Proxy, and welcome, Raiders. Thank you so much. Ah, Russ! Heck! Let's see what this is all about.
Time for underwater snake boss. Also just obligatory.
Oh wow!
Obligatory snake boss.
Obligatory snake boss.
I mean, you would expect no less.
That game looks cool. What game is that?
Of course it's a robot. Oops. Cute.
Cool. Second raid of the night. Get it, friendo. Yes, yes. And Russ, it is so easy to set up. So easy. Thank you, Iyami. But, oh yeah, thank you so much, Proxy. So, for all the folks who popped in on the raid, my name is Ahty. I'm super, super into RPG games. They are totally my jam. The longer the better. I just love all the little intricacies and little things you can do, and I just really love a good story. You know, and like what we've been trying to create here is just basically like an LGBTQ just safe space and just a place where like folks can just chill and be themselves without judgment or harassment or any of that stuff, because that sort of thing is absolutely not welcome here. But you know, if that sort of thing is your jam, please feel free to just drop a follow. I stream about like usually 4 times a week for a few hours each. Tuesdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Also been streaming with my friend Paula and Sarah on Mondays. We've been doing Borderlands the pre-sequel. So yeah, I mean, while you're here, you know, kick up your feet, just chill. We're going through the Charlayan bit of Endwalker right now in Final Fantasy. It's been actually lots of fun. I really liked it so far, and it's starting to pick up steam. As long as we don't threaten to change into PJs. Jaster, as soon as I got in the door at home, I changed into my PJs. Not gonna lie. Ahty good, Ahty good, Ahty good, Ahty good. Thank you so much, Russ. And no you. Russ is, you know, we were talking earlier about like people who like inspire us and stuff like that. You know, Ayami was like telling us some stuff. Well, Russ, like you're one of the people that, you know, inspire me. You know, inspire me to like do all this stuff. You just have such a heckin' good vibe, and you love to talk about stuff, and you know, I really appreciate that, and appreciate how good of a friend you've been. You're just super cool. Russ is damn good. Russ is a damn heckin' good bean. But in these tumultuous times, such ceremonial concerns have been pushed to one side. I'm not kidding, Russ. I am not kidding. I hope that wasn't too cheesy or whatever, but yeah, it's just the truth. It's the flat-out truth. And so he idles away his spare moments at the harbor now, just gazing out at the ocean. I thought having an eager student might relight his spark, which is why I jumped at the chance to speak with you. Yeah, and actually, you know what? Because it's my stream and I do what I want. Okay. I keep forgetting that, like... Andy! Holy crap! Andy's also a good bean. A heckin' good bean. Let's see which one of Russ's clips we get.
We're actually... Guys, we're actually light speed E.
E. I never get tired of that E. Oh my god, Ahty, that is so old. It just pulls a random clip. But yeah, Russ, like your streams are always fun. Like, you know, and like, you know, how you have like that portion at the start that you just kind of chat for a while. I really dig that. I've said it before, but I really like that. Yes, Russ is a good streamer, and also Andy too. Andy is a good bean and a great streamer also. Because it's my stream, I'm gonna do this. And then I will get on with the rest of the game, but like, y'all should definitely follow Andy. Please do.
Like I said earlier, Andy, why does your mom let you have 2 skies? Oh, thank you for the hug, Skies game cool.
Andy, do you still play Art of Rally? Have you played that recently?
Oh my god. Ah.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's actually probably one of my favorite things about, like, you know, streaming too, is like how many other streamers visit. You know, it seems like I'm doing like, or I guess we're doing a bunch of shout outs every stream. Oh, I didn't even know that you beat the main campaign. Dang. Well, I hope they add more, because that looks like a fun game. I must apologize for not being more honest with my intentions. Please accept this gift for your troubles, and allow me to welcome you once more to Charlian. I'm almost leveling. Oh, more pet-pets. There we go. And I'm going to give Ayami 2 bonus ones, because her punch card is full. Alright. Since I'm getting harassed by magic over here, I'm going to take my triangle ass over to the next quest, which is over here. Are you one of those adventuring types I've heard so much about? Oh, but this is perfect. I just happen to have an errand of the kind that adventurers love, or so I'm told. I'm holding on to some volumes my customers ordered in, but instead of coming to pick them up, they've all decided that they want their goods delivered. So I find myself in need of a delivery drudge, person. Might that person be you? Oh great, a FedEx quest. No, I don't think it's an escort. I think it's a FedEx quest. Huzzah! Let me give you the details. Then, all in all, there are 3 books on the delivery docket. The first, Ishgardian Astrology, a Comprehensive Theory, should be handed to the servant at Albright Manor. The White Yonder is for the certain talkative book lover who you'll know by the constant stream of chatter. And the last, Narrow Road Through the Deep Grass, goes to one of the toughest, most unflappable gleaners I have ever met. I'll just mark their locations on this handy map, like so. The books are bought and paid for. No need to collect any coin, but do return to me for your own reward. Let's do it. Okay. So Trinity, I don't... What if it's USPS? Now, if it's USPS, I just throw all 3 books in the water and then collect the reward. Or I might be confusing that with FedEx. I don't know. It's one of those. Okay, I'll accept this quest, because it's a pants quest. If I ask you for help, you'll help me, won't you? Eventually. You will? Good, because I'm having a problem with a runaway doll. It ran away? That's right. All I did was lend him a little ether, and he hopped up and dashed off down the street. Mama and Papa bought him for me as a special gift. Now I've gone and lost him. They'll be furious with me for losing the toy I kept asking for, so please, you have to help me find him. Okay, I'll hurry home and to see if he went there. And you can search, the rest of the city. Oh, he's a yellow carbuncle doll, by the way, and I think he was headed north. Anyway, bring me back here Meet me back here when you have him, or you know, you just give up. Here's the manor servant. Okay. Welcome to Albright Manor. Do you have an appointment?
What the Ahty doing?
What the Ahty doing? Do you eventually get the ability to use chocobo porters like a flight path? More than one stop away at a time? I don't know. I didn't do that too terribly much. Like, I always saw the porters, and I'm just like, huh, I wonder what they do. And then I just kept walking. Ah, yes. One copy of Ishgardian Astrology, A Comprehensive Theory. Just as his lordship requested. I must confess to some confusion, however. What interest would his lordship, an esteemed practitioner of Charlayan astrology, have in such an outdated Ishgardian discipline? Not that I am in any position to question his lordship's reading habits, of course. Ahem. On your way, then. Thank you, I think, Butler Cat. I think you have to go point to point to point. Okay. Nope. Of course I can't mount up. Oh, to answer your question, Cuddly, we are FedEx questing. Oop. Oh, I see. Whoop. There we are. Something I can help you with? Thank you so much for the lurk, Jaster. Have fun, Captain FedEx, till next time. Ah, is that my book? Good. I need it for my journey. I usually don't have a great deal of time for reading, but as I'm leaving for Othard on requisition duty, I wanted to do some research on Far Eastern cultures. I know little of the peoples of the Asim Steppe. Oh, you're gonna have a good time. The steppe is heckin' awesome. It says here that there are 51 distinct Zala tribes, each with their own customs and traditions. The Budiga, for example, are exclusively male and are known for kidnapping male outsiders to replenish lost numbers. Yeah, you're gonna get kidnapped, buddy. I hope you brought a knife. Is this accurate? I'll need to tread carefully, it seems. Thank you for the timely delivery. Oh, that's a Wiggly from Hazarino, isn't it? Hazarino is a good bean. I wish I could watch her more. I'm sorry, watch them more. But like they are in a totally different time zone, so really I have to wake up super early in order to catch those streams. So sometimes when I'm up at like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning on a weekend, I can usually make that stream. Hazarino is so funny. Oh my gosh. Super Sahama's Wiggle. Ah, it's Kite again. Dang it, I keep going to the wrong one. Alright. Let me go to literary delivery over here somewhere. Oh, Trinity, I don't know if you were in the stream when I was talking about it, but I've been I've been getting all nerded out on the Final Fantasy, the soundtrack. I found a playlist on YouTube, and I'm just lost in it. Please tell me you've brought my new book. I've been waiting for what feels like ages for the latest shipment to arrive. Yes, finally! Did you know The White Yonder was written by a lad of 14 years? I myself question how reliable such a work could possibly be, but a Far Eastern colleague with whom I've been exchanging correspondence says he absolutely swears by it. It describes the wonders of the Abalathian Sea of Clouds in exquisite detail, and is, by all accounts, a roaring good read. The bit about the fighting passé is said to be an especially entertaining episode. Well, I should let you return to your deliveries and whatnot. Thank you kindly for putting this long-awaited treat into my ever-so-grateful hands. Alright. Oh, no you don't. Alrighty, Russ. Good night. Sleep well. Pleasant dreams. I hope you you find lots of snacks in your dreams, not your bed. That would be gross. All safely delivered? Ha! Of course they were. My shop is well known for carrying publications not only from Sharlayan authors, but from all manner of foreign chroniclers and tale-tellers. Meaning every time a new shipment comes in, I'm faced with an avalanche of work. I would have been buried alive without your assistance today, so here's a little something to show my gratitude. Go on, you've earned it. Perfect. Alright, and with that, I should probably wrap up, but let me see if I can find somebody that we can raid. I still have to eat dinner. Let's see, who's still going? Ooh, Sky is going. I haven't raided Sky in a while. Let's see who else. Ooh. I could exact some revenge on Turbid since they raided me, I think it was New Year's Eve. Yeah, Turbid is playing Celeste. That's an idea. Have a good night, Ahty and chat. It was nice to be here. Aw. And thank you so much for coming by, Cuddly. I really appreciate it. And thank you so much for your follow also. Thank you so, so much. Yeah, see, the thing is, I've raided Sky a ton, and I could always raid her further on down in the week. I think Turbid would be a better choice. Let's see, how long have they been going? An hour and a half? Yeah, I think that'd be good. What do y'all think about raiding Turbid? Turbid's a really good bean. And I shouted them out earlier. Yeah, I think that's the good thing. Okay, so good night, Ahty. Good night, Fury. But please stick around for the raid. Yeah, Turbid's really good. Please stick around for the raid. Turbid's a really good bean, and please just show them all the love that, like, you know, y'all are capable of. Like, when Turbid is actually one of my earliest followers from back in the day, just happened to stumble upon my stream because they were looking for something Final Fantasy related to watch. And since then, Turbid's just been a great friend, has helped out with duties, gave me 2 million gil. Just, Turbid's been awesome. So let's head on over there. Alright, so yeah, I'll please stick around for the raid. That's going to do it for me tonight. The next time I'm going to be streaming is Friday at 6 p.m. PST. Hopefully I'll see each and every one of you there. We're going to probably do more Final Fantasy Endwalker MSQ. Do a little bit more here in Charlian, and then I think we're off to Thavner. So yeah, it's not going to be not to be missed. So that's it for me. Thank you all so much for coming by. I really appreciate it. And thank you all for the raids, and like the follows and everything. And like the heckin' awesome, super awesome chat that we've been having. It's been great. I had a lot of fun tonight. It's been a blast. But yeah, that's it for me. Take care, folks. I will see you Friday. Alrighty, take care. Have a good night.